What book is that? I can see that. Right. Good morning, good afternoon, grade 10. So last time when we were busy with the Euclidean geometry, we were working from the Siavula textbook. We have looked at number 1. We've already done number 1A, and then we're actually at number 1B, where they ask us for the question, write P in terms of X. Right now, if you look at the diagram given to us here, we can now go here and we can say, if you have your textbook there with you, you can open your textbook, and there's actually see if you can find the page where it says the properties. I think it's just before this exercise. There's some properties of parallelograms. No, go to that, scroll to that page, and then read for me one of those properties, Sipe. Both sides of opposite sides are parallel. Now, if you don't have this, Ronaldo, it will be excellent. Don't tell the rest of the class, but it will be excellent if you can remember all of these properties of a parallelogram. So the first one, and how do you remember stuff? A good idea, Ronaldo, is to write it down. Don't tell the rest of the learners. I'm only telling you, between us, you write this down. So the first property is that we say both sides are parallel. Both opposite sides are parallel. The next property, Dante. What is the next one? Both sides, both pair of opposite sides are equal. So that equal in length. Can you just get the door there? Meneer? So, what is the next one? Both pairs of opposite angles are equal. And if you can recall, if I look at that figure, what does that tell me actually? That tells me that, what is there at the bottom? PQ. What is here at the bottom? R. Is this Q and that is R. Alright, so that means, and there is S and there is P. So I know it's given to me that this is a parallelogram, right? So that means this is equal to that, and this one is equal to that one. Alright, now we've already, now we can go, and this is the information that's going to be helpful to us. Let's just go through the other one. Is there more information there on a parallelogram? Both diagonals bisect each other. So what does that mean? To bisect something, it means you cut it and then it is bisected. No? It splits up in two. Bi means two, and a section means to cut something. So it's actually you're cutting something into two equal pieces, almost like division through two. So now, if we look at that, they ask us to write P in terms of X. So we can now say, there by P, we can write in our answer that angle P. Remember last time we wrote in there which angles are equal to X. That was the previous question. And we got QR O is equal to X. Now if you haven't put in that onto your sketch already, put it in there now. Sorry, not PQR, QRO. That one there is equals to X. No? And also, what is the other sketch? What is the other one that's also equals to X? S or O. And then our reason was there at the first question 1A, our reason was it was alternate angles. Do you remember? Yes. Which we do that. So put it that also into your sketch. That one there. And that one there. Put it into your sketch there. Everyone has it on the sketch. So that means, if we look at this figure here, we have this being equals to x and that equals to x. No? So now we can go say, they ask us the question, write P in terms of x. But we know what kind of shape is this? This is a parallelogram. And what did we say now of a parallelogram? That the opposite angles are equal. So that means angle P is actually equals to QRS. Why do I say that? Because that's one of the properties of a parallelogram. So I'm going to write down there that this is the opposite angles of, and now I'm going to show you something, Waleed. No, I'm going to show you how you can parallelogram, how you can write it in short. So the abbreviation for parallelogram you can write like this: parallelogram and then M. That means parallel lines, and M for parallelogram. No, so you don't have to write out the whole word. So what is this? By reason, I'm saying P, angle P is equals to angle QRS. But if I look at how angle QRS is constructed, angle QRS is actually equals to, this is O, is actually equals to Q or O plus O or S. Is that right? The two adjacent angles make up this QRS. No? So that means, what is Q or O again? I've indicated that that is, yes, that is X. And what is O or S? Nabila? What is O or S? O or S. Also X. So what is X plus X? 2X. So that means that this angle is actually what? QRS. 2X. And now we can say, but that means if angle QRS is equals to 2x, angle P is also equals to 2x. And that's actually what they were looking for there at that question. So there's your answer at question number 2B. Now they ask you calculate the value of x. Alright? We're going to calculate the value of x. And if I go back to my information, they give me that SOR. Where's SOR? They say that this is 96 degrees. Then they tell me I worked out this is 2x. Alright? And then we add that this is most a equilateral triangle, or is it? No, not the equilateral triangle. Isosceles triangle. No? Did we have that? Alright. So that means if 2x Q O R. Good. Learners, so we can see that in the previous time we find that we can now say for 1C that they ask us to calculate the value of x. So we're going to work in the small triangle here at the bottom quickly. We know that SOR is equals to 96. Alright? And we also say that SOP. Now this first, remember in geometry we always need to have a statement accompanied by a reason. So we say SOR is equals, angle SOR is equal to 96, and that's given in the information above. Then we say angle SOP is equal to angle P. Now that is equal angles of, angles of opposite equal sides. There's my reason there. Then I'm going to say, but if I look at the angles there, it's actually falling on a straight line. That means angle P plus angle O plus the other part of angle O is actually a sum of 180. Alright, so I'm going to say all of these angles added up, they give me, so they're supposed to give me 180, but I know angle P, in the previous one, I worked out that angle P is actually equals to 2x. And angle QOR is, we worked that out in the first one, is equals to x. Now we can say, but I'm going to take that 96 over to this side, and then it becomes 84. Then I'm going to say 2x plus x is equals to 3x. I divide up because I want to solve for x. So that means 3x is equals to 84. I divide on both sides by 3, and I get my answer. X is equals to 28. Alright. You have written down for me in your book the properties of a parallelogram. Yeah? You have also looked at number 1, and now I want you to look at number 2, and then I see you guys on Monday. Yeah, on Tuesday we will continue. Monday we bring book 1 for functions. I thank you. Have a lovely day. Good afternoon, learners.